Welcome to the show, everyone. I love talking about everybody else but me. I really do. And my first guest, who's a little bit nervous, she's making me nervous because she's so nervous, has never been on before, and I love when my newbies come on. We're live on Facebook, so hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. We'll share the show later on. My first guest, her name is Chasity, and she's the owner of Family Heritage. And I want you to welcome to the show and also tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what inspired you to get into what you do.
Okay, thank you, Carol. So what inspired me to get into this show is I just love helping people. Before I did this, I was a real estate agent, so everything I do is always been helping people, and this really helps people financially get themselves and stay out of financial burdens from health accidents.
So let's talk a little bit about this, because when you say that, they're not sure exactly what you mean. So a lot of people hear supplement health insurance and they're not sure what that means, and I want you to explain it a little bit for everybody, because supplemental health insurance is something people need, and either they don't understand it or they just poo-poo it. So let's talk about it.
Absolutely, Carol. It's simple. Supplemental health insurance is so your health insurance is going to pay the doctors and the hospitals to pay their bills. Supplemental health insurance pays you directly. So it's going to help with all those bills, such as your mortgages, your car payments, your gas, food. It's money coming directly to you, so you can use as you see fit.
Now, before we got on the air, you told me, Carol, I really want to mention something, and I do think this is good to mention. Because number one, when people get this, it is insurance for God forbid, right?
Absolutely.
And there are people that get cancer, heart disease, all sorts of things, and it will cover that. This is what's interesting, and that the best thing about it is it's incredibly affordable. Let's talk about that.
Absolutely. So you can get insured with a supplemental insurance for as little as $1 to $4 a day.
And that's not very much money. And let's talk about a story, because I know that you have one, and because if somebody didn't have it, what would happen?
Yes, so I have a small testimonial here I would love to share. This is from Miss Williams, and she said, I really wish I would have listened to my sixth sense when I first saw this policy. Unfortunately, I made a mistake of waiting and asking my husband's opinion. I obviously did a poor job of explaining it to him, because his response was, we don't need that. We have full coverage with medical insurance. Without a good demonstration on how it worked, he lacked the understanding to make a good informed decision, because he didn't think he would ever need it. He talked me out of it. Now, less than a year later, he's been diagnosed with a form of brain cancer. So he doesn't qualify as he once did. She said, I should have gotten us both covered while we were both healthy. Unfortunately, she did not. With the return of premium, there's absolutely nothing to lose anyway by getting covered, while there's so much to lose by not getting covered.
And what you want people to do is to call you, which is 602-663-1316. Family Heritage is a supplemental insurance policy, and when to get it is when? Today. But what about people who might already be sick? This is not for them. Is it people, let's talk about that, for people who are healthy already, because that's what it mentioned in that little story that you just said.
So any business owner, any independent, self-employed person, it's for everybody, young and old. And absolutely, you should get it today. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow.
So, but the best time to get it is now when you are healthy, correct?
Correct.
So, again, her phone number is 602-663-1316. Her service is a free service to you to talk to her a little bit about this and how it works. What's really cool is how it pays out, and we're going to talk about that, because it pays you directly, and it's anywhere from $1 to $4 a day, which is incredible. You're licensed in Arizona, Colorado, Utah, and growing as well.
Absolutely.
And again, all she wants to do is sit down and talk to you about this and how you can have something, God forbid, you get cancer, you get heart disease, you get something that's a serious disease, you will be paid by them directly. 602-663-1316. Have a free consultation with her. Okay, so let's go about this. We wanted to talk a little bit about some of the stories that you have that were good stories of what happened to them when they had it. Let's talk about that.
Absolutely. I've got a testimonial from a cancer policy. This customer had cancer. They did not, this is what they said. I said, I never thought we would ever need this insurance. We bought it just for a good extra savings account. 15 years later, my husband was diagnosed with cancer leukemia. We are so grateful that we had cancer insurance lined up. Otherwise, our family of 6 would have been financially hurt. They pay out you exactly what they say in their policy. And Carol, if you get this policy, if you never use it, you still get your money back.
And how does that work?
So how that works is you just sign up. If you stay healthy, if you remain healthy, you get your policy back.
At the end of when?
25 years. So basically it turns into a savings account.
So anybody who's listening, if you're healthy, it's the time to do it today.
Right.
And after 25 years, if you've accumulated all that money and you haven't used it, you're healthy, guess what? You get your money back. So it's like a savings account. That's pretty cool. And again, to get it, what's the first thing they have to do?
So the first thing that you do is just give me a call, and I'd be more than happy just to sit down with you. We talk about, what your health needs are. I show you the plans and how that fits your budgets and your needs. By answering just a few simple questions, you'll know right away if you qualify. There's absolutely no blood work that's needed, no physicals needed. You will know what you're covered for, how affordable these plans are, and protected within 30 to 45 minutes.
She is so excited because it's affordable. It's incredibly affordable. $1 to $4 a day, which is incredible. And, people listening, when you understand that you have health insurance,
Right.
and that pays the doctors, it pays the hospitals and all of that.
Right.
But this is a supplemental insurance that, God forbid, if something happens, and after 25 years, if you still haven't used it and you want to cash it in, you get the money back.
You get the money back.
So it's really a win-win.
It is.
How long has Family Heritage been around?
Family Heritage has been around since the 1900s.
And you see, where else but here on Networking Arizona would you hear about it? Because there's not a lot of people that even know about this.
Well, we don't advertise it. So it's all
Word of mouth?
Word of mouth.
Mhm.
Yep, we go door to door and offer you our services.
Well, you see, now you don't have to go door to door anymore. You've got a lot of people that are listening.
Right.
And the cool thing is that you won't know until you talk to her about it.
Right.
And do usually younger people go for it, or is it for older people? Can they get it?
From what I've seen, Carol, honestly, it's probably about the midlife range.
Mm-hmm.
But I did just have a gal sign up. She was 34 years old, and she got the cancer policy. She's had a couple of health issues, and she just wanted to, and she's going to be locked in at that price
Mm-hmm.
for the rest of her life. We never raise your rates.
Well, that's awesome. That's been happening every 5 minutes.
Yep,
For everybody.
never raise your rates, and you can make as many policies, claims as you need to, and we never raise your rates on that either.
So here's the deal. It's incredibly affordable. What she wants to do is sit down and talk with you. Her phone number is 602-663-1316. Get covered, because you never know what can happen.